Hello, hello. What's up? How we doing? Welcome to the Interlude. I am your host Z Singleton. We are getting started. Tonight we got BearWolf, AF. I'm gonna say AF, poet as you guys know what it is, what AF stands for. I'm super hyped and excited. As always, I hope you guys have been having and realizing that you guys are amazing and everything about you is amazing, and that you don't accept nothing less than what you're worth. And I hope that you know that you're always worth a lot. Always, always. And that I hope that you guys are staying cool out there. Bear with, I am working on it. I don't know what it is about this. Every single week I gotta do this dance with my with my phone. But I think I got you. It looks like I got you. I'm gonna try it one more time. Or maybe I don't. Welcome, welcome to the interlude. We're gonna get started soon. I got BearWolf coming on with me. As soon as I get him, we can get started. Y'all, I'm gonna say this. I don't know if Instagram is the best place. Oh, I know you can hear me. Thank you. I know y'all can hear me. The problem is that sometimes I can't get people on it quick enough. Like they'll hit the button of like, let me join. And then I'm like trying to push it on there. What up, BearWolf? How you doing? Looking all shady in the shade.
I, IGBIGing, obviously. How are you doing this
Oh,
evening? Thank you
good, good,
for
good.
having me. It is such an honor. I appreciate you inviting me to your space so much. Thank you.
Thank you. And I appreciate you coming. And it's been hot. It's been real hot. It made it over 104 degrees out where I am. And I'm like, yo, like, I don't want to go to hell because I know it's worse than this. Like, if you a believer, I'm good. I'll keep my butt right here in heaven is my goal.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
so I know that you're into music. You're a poet. You've done a few things. You have a long title for your book. I was like, whoa. So if you could tell the people the name of your book.
Well, actually, I got a couple of books. I got this one is called 2020 D Visions.
That was
Uh,
an easy name.
just like all us other poets, this is my pandemic poetry.
Yeah.
And then this is the follow-up called Word Tornadoes. And this one is more personal, more introspective. Uh, and there's my link there for anyone who's interested. That's my link tree for anyone who's interested in any of my books. Or I'm working on, I have CDs, but back in my day, we had these things that were round and they put them in computers and CD players and they played stuff. But nobody
Mhm.
like those anymore. So I'm working on digitizing them in some kind of new way because I won't use streaming services. I just
Right.
want to do it. But I got a bunch of material. I got a YouTube channel, so if people are interested, they can hit me up.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And the name on your YouTube channel is Bearwolf too.
Uh, yes, I believe I changed that. I went through kind of I kind of go through rebirths a lot. I reinvent myself pretty regularly, but I took
Nothing
it
wrong with
on advice from a friend, another amazing California poet from the Bay Area, K.R. Morrison. Wonderful, wonderful poet. Should definitely check her out, y'all. But she told me to drop the Changeling Studios, drop the propaganda, and just be Bear because that's who I am. So I decided to listen to my friend's advice
it. Yes, and just be bear.
and just
Yeah, you look like a big teddy bear. But all right, so let's go ahead and get it started. Give them some of that loving of your poetry.
well. Uh, would you like political? Would you like personal? Do you want love poetry? Like,
Baby,
what do you, what?
it's whatever you want to give us. It's all about you. It's what you
Well,
want to give.
I'm going to start this piece. I actually wrote this piece with a couple other folks who used to frequent a spot back in the early 2000s called A Mic and Dim Lights, uh,
Hey.
uh, run by Best Kept, Corey Kofer, who is another amazing, amazing poet, and the reason that I'm even on this IG right now. So much love to Best Kept. And this is a poem that three or four of us, we did a group piece. We all did the same line, which was, I ain't nothing. Like, the truth ain't nothing. Like, the truth ain't nothing but the truth. I ain't nothing but a spoken word poet. Now, a few have accused me of being a teacher, and others have even gone so far as to call me a friend, but I'm just a punk half-breed recovering drunk trying to hold up my own end when they tell us to hold our fire, but we can see the whites of their lies printed right there in our textbooks, framed by the red and the blue of the powers that be, the same ones that turn the letter X into a commodity, digitations into a mystery. So now from sea to shining sea, we have kids who can't even cross their own hearts or dot their third eye, so they can't even recognize that their spirit is being bled into a bottle that will soon be spun for no one. And whenever I question why we're stuck in standardized tests, I'm told to mind my own P's and Q's and just keep on marching to their tune like I'm supposed to be strapping on army boots when I should be marching with a million men and women and trans folks down that historic route so we can find the stories' roots before they just traded in their red coats for blue. And they even have to carve the conqueror's faces in Mount Fuckmore, overlooking the spiritual significance of the incomplete Crazy Horse monument, pointing towards unfinished business about ancient tribal societies when it was all about family and metaphor was reality. And we all understood that that trickster coyote, well, he might have busted some double talk, but it wasn't until the Great White Father showed up that everyone started speaking with forked tongue. Now, if we could just catch them young, then maybe they'd learn how to use their chromosomes like algebra and biology, where X plus X equals life and breath. Y and Y only make two things, Jack and shit. But Jack is still so obsessed with his own candlestick that he don't recognize that there ain't no trick to getting Jill up that hill, because no matter how nimble he is with his skills, he's just too damn quick. Quick to play the rabbit when the trouble hits. But I guess that's how it goes when you're forced to grow on recycled poetry and pre-owned prose like Yo MTV selling out the movement to Starbucks, spinning our straw into their gold. And now wisdom is imprisoned in old folks' homes, so children are left sleepwalking through Sega Dreamcast instead of casting their dreams into every grain of sand. So while their thumbs go numb, entire oceans spill right to their hands. But there has got to be a way to save the day, even if the Aztecs and the Mayans say in that Atlantic kind of way that we only have a few years left. We have still got to end all this theft and relearn our ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, because once we have the propensity to see that there are far more than just three wise men and women and trans folks who deserve to be heard, then history will be alive and well and living in spoken word.
Woo!
Two, if I have to do that piece, I have to shout out to Talam Asi, one of the most inspirational poets that ever entered my life, and that he sparked something in me when I met him that just took my poetry to another level, and that's one of the first poems I wrote after hanging out with that dude. So I just got a shout out to Talam for being amazing.
Yes, shout out. Can me and him hook up? Because I need to be on that level. That was beautiful. I love it. That you spoke some real stuff. Because I'm gonna tell you, them SATs. Oh, me and them, we didn't get along. So
That's because they're not designed for most people.
no, they're not. Especially, yeah. So, but we're gonna keep going. So we only got 15 minutes. I want to let you have all the time that you need.
Okay. Yeah, I'll throw two more at you. If we got time, I'll do a third. Here's one that goes to the point that we were just talking about. Will the real higher education please stand up? They're hoarding knowledge in college and selling it to the highest bidder. This is the bitter truth. Cutting off the youth to any possibility of doing anything other than just scraping to survive. Preventing the possibility of actually living until they die. This is all by design. This system is full of it. All these red flags that say if you don't play our way, then good luck ever having a say about how this all goes down the drain. I grow ever so tired of trying to explain. This pain is created. This architect's insatiable need to feed all 7 of their own deadly sins can never be sated with all the hatred that they actually created, while they scream about it all just being fake, or trying to convince us all that we're just innate, that it's just innate and we're all just ingrates. Well, we don't know how to appreciate. Well, I am here to thank you all, my global poetry family, for showing me that it is never too late. We can unlock all the knowledge we want, and it can all be for free. They don't have the only key. Street knowledge and spoken word college are always in session, where we can learn the most important lessons in our collective poetry slam sessions, where we can manifest real intentions of teaching and learning from each other, each and every sister, each and every brother, so that maybe we can finally find a way to fix all this shit, and maybe even move forward together. And that piece is from Word Tornadoes. I'm going to do a piece from 2020 D Visions. There's an election coming up, folks, and it's a super fucking important one. Red sails in the morning. Winter is here. It's the storm of the year. Self-interest snowflakes bury us in white privilege blizzards, leaving us all snowed. Recent statistics show that the primary provider of mental health services in America is the prison system. There are so many things to unpack in this fact that I don't even know where to begin to start, but to get to the heart of the matter, perhaps we should probably process this constant blockade to progress that might just be forcing us to lose our focus. See, it would appear that red is the perfect color. For anger and fear are like flypaper for the emotionally and morally bankrupt, so easy to corrupt. When America is in a red state of mind, here is what we find. Toxic masculinity is just a part of the scenery, and a woman's body is just another commodity, and because we demand better, somehow we're the oddity? Man, accountability is an endangered species, as are truth, logic, and reason, and treason, well shit, that's just another day at the office now. While it might appear that the blue is part of this fight, the ones who will still win always seem to be white. How can any of this be right? This machine is no mystery. It's got us all ignoring actual history. This has all gone much too far. We have lost important impressions, forgotten our Scooby-Doo lessons about who the real monsters are. So I got time for one more?
You sure do. And you know what? You got
Yes.
love. Maybe some love.
Okay.
No, whatever you want. I'm just messing with you.
I
No,
can,
you on fire though. You on fire. I'm loving it.
I surprise people with love poetry. So I'll surprise. Here you go. This is I haven't done this one in a while. Let's see if I can remember it.
Take your time.
With my eyes closed, I want to read you like Braille. Send my fingers sailing across your skin until your goosebumps reveal your history. Now, this history, it will not be written by the conquerors. And this history, it will not be lost in the translation. No, this history will be written backwards from the moment that we touch through every lifetimes that your soul has been searching for its purpose, which, at least for now, is to join with mine, to entwine like the vine, spreading and twisting and stretching and reaching. And speaking of the sun, I want to glide my tongue across your horizons and tiptoe the tightrope of your G until you feel like the key on Ben Franklin's kite string. This ain't gonna be no static electricity. I'm talking about 1.5 gigawatts of raw Mother Nature tempest as she lights up the sky, reminding her children of life's real lessons. I'm talking about 1.5 gigawatts of pure animal instinct compressed into one little tiny key so that we might unlock our bodies and minds back to a time when Pan danced the earth with wood nymphs. Dionysus made wine and song. Caligula really knew how to get down and throw a party. And when we lock our thighs, we will send our eyes to a place where the oceans paint the skies like some crazy MC Escher sketch where rainbows flow over waterfalls, washing away all traces of ill-spoken lies and half-assed tries from weak-minded boys with their drunken fists, just poisoned misogynists trying to spread their emotional genocide. And when we lock our thighs, we will send our cries echoing through the pages of your book, which hasn't even been written yet because the story of your life will not even allow you the time to breathe. We're going to breathe tonight. That's right. hard and deep. We will be breathing so hard and deep that it will feel as if our lungs are going to explode, but don't overload. Ain't no cause to call no EMT, because you see, it's all just metaphor to me. That is, except for the part where I want to read you like Braille. Caress my fingertips into your flesh and smoke away your stress, and let that chronic afterglow be our guide as we slip and slide towards that happy ending. But I got to be straight up, girl. My happy ending, it ain't got shit to do with no white picket fences, or no 2.5 kids, or no dog, or no picking out furniture, or picking out curtains, or cell phones, or chat rooms, because I got more important things to read than you've got mail, and you've got more important things to do than just lay there sleepless in Seattle, waiting, wondering whether or not he's even going to call. And before too long, you're just thinking, fuck all, I am tired of just wasting all my time on the masses who just waste all their time chasing chicks who are shaking their asses like some crazy parade of psycho circus clowns that won't even recognize that they're crying behind their painted faces. No. Oh, crying behind there. No, our happy ending involves 2 mature, consenting adults. Or maybe more, but we can talk about it later. We realize that the light at the end of the tunnel is just a reflection of the sparks that we are making right in this here cave, and we will not go quietly into that good night. No, our cries and moans and screams and passions will be heard for days and days and days and days as they echo into that hangover haze that seems to cling into your very being long into the night of the morning after, and that is why you are sleepless wherever you may be. And just because my happy ending doesn't involve some 2-car garage and some ridiculous fucking SUV that barely fits into that, and just because my initial original opening line might have failed, that does not change the simple fact that I want to read you like Braille. Thank you very much for listening. Thank
Come
you all.
over here. Bless you. Okay. Thank you so much. Y'all give them, man, fire, love, all the above. You are amazing, Bear. Look it. I just like you, Bear. So, where
Thank you.
can
I
they
appreciate you so much.
find? I know you told us in the beginning, but where can they find you?
You can find me on my IG right here. Just, click that button and hit follow. You can also follow my link tree right there. And I just want to give a shout out to you and what you're doing. Like, I want to make very clear that people understand. 3 years ago, I was done. I was done with this world. I was done with humanity. I was done. And I was about to check out. And now, because of online poetry, because of people like you holding these spaces today, there are people that are still here, and I'm one of them. And that's God's work, as far as I'm concerned. So I just want to tell you how much I appreciate you holding space for people who need it. All of you who are listening, all of you who are poets, listeners, writers, whatever. I love you all, and you are amazing. Thank you for encouraging my behavior.
Yes, and thank you for still being here. And stay here. All right? We all here for you. So, with that said, BearWolf, thank you so much. To everyone that's watching, thank you so much. And to those who will see it later on, thank you. Till next Wednesday, I'm such a wuss. Till next Wednesday, love on yourself. If you got a little bit, love on somebody else. And just stay cool, y'all. It's hot and hydrated. Bye. Have a good night.